Energy system of karmic imprint, can you change your destiny? This is why
I'm a Russian major.
Hey, you ready for the video?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Nice. Conscious practice. What's conscious? This is Vish and
Anna,
and today we'll be responding to Sadhguru's video on
how to change your destiny.
My name is Vish. I'm an aspiring yogi, love all things meditation, wisdom, and yoga based. Super grateful to have Anna here today. Want to introduce yourself?
Hi y'all, I'm Anna and I'm a UT student. I'm a Russian major and a Czech minor. And I'm also an ROTC student for the Navy, and I hope to become a naval aviator one day.
So Anna, have you heard of Sadhguru before?
No, I've never heard of him.
Okay. And what does destiny mean to you?
I think it's your ultimate goal in life, that some sort of higher presence that you may not even know about is kind of telling you to do for your future.
Love that. With that,
let's get into the video.
how your karmic memory is, that is how you will respond or react to the inputs or the stimuli that comes to you through the five senses of seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling and touching. Only if you clean your energy system of karmic imprint, can you change your destiny. This is why yogic kriyas are important. There is something called as cognition and then recognition and then reaction. This part of reaction or response is the dimension that human beings have the ability to take charge of. This is a sure way to be able to craft your destiny just the way you want it. Destiny is not a fixed destination. It is what you create. As most part of human perception and experience, unfortunately, is happening unconsciously. Destiny seems like it's a fixed destination. One cannot create their own destiny without the necessary striving. Those who are not willing to pay the price of striving to create what truly matters to them will think destiny is imposed upon them. The destiny of individual experience and freedom, the destiny of social justice, the destiny of a national or global well-being has to be strived for. Without striving, without paying the price of striving, one will not have the privilege of crafting their destiny. As individuals, as a generation of people, the greatest joy is in being able to craft our own destiny. May you know the power, the freedom and the joy of crafting your own destiny. Only if you clean your energy system of karmic imprint, can you change your destiny. This is why yogic kriyas are important, because once there is a certain imprint of memory upon your energy systems, how much ever you try, you tend to get into the same rut again and again. So the idea of doing kriyas is to clean your energy system of karmic imprint so that there is no internal software which is going against your present will as to how you want to do this. So always there is a question, is it a free will or is it a destiny? You must understand your destiny, what you think is your destiny, is written by you unconsciously. So it's time to write this consciously. For this, the cleaning of the energy system of your karmic imprint is most crucial, and this is why daily sadhana is of great significance. If you compulsively react, external situations determine how you are right now. If you consciously respond, your well-being is very much in your hands. What is significant about being human is that we need not be animals of compulsive reaction. We can be a conscious response to everything in our lives. Not only external situations, even physiological and psychological situations. The moment you become a conscious response to all this, you become the master of your own destiny. Whether it is happiness or unhappiness, pain or pleasure, agony or ecstasy, essentially it happens from within. The seat of human experience is within us. The cameras may be outside, the microphones may be outside, but the drama happens only within us, even in terms of external impressions. Based on the external impressions, if you are in a compulsive state of reaction, your experience of that imprint takes shape from the basis of your past experience, or to put it more technically, it is based on your karmic memory. How your karmic memory is, that is how you will respond or react to the inputs or the stimuli that comes to you through the five senses of seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling and touching. You like something or dislike something is essentially dependent upon past experience of life that may be in your conscious memory or not, but somewhere deep down it is there for you to make that judgment. Because between cognition and recognition, there has to be memory, otherwise recognition will not happen. If you hear this and then you say, oh, this is a dog barking, this is only because you have heard dogs barking before, otherwise you would be confused. You listen to something and say, oh, this is an automobile. Well, this is only possible because you've heard automobiles before. If a sound that you have never heard before happens to you, then you will be confused because there is no karmic imprint of that sort. So we must understand this, there is something called as cognition and then recognition and then reaction. This part of reaction or response is the dimension that human beings have the ability to take charge of. That is, you can either be an instinctive karmic reaction or a conscious response. Once you manage to become a conscious response to every stimuli that's thrown at you, it doesn't matter what kind of stimuli comes to you, once it's a conscious response, you can make the experience of your life the way you want it. That is, the stimuli, the external situations will not determine the nature of your experience, you will determine the nature of your experience. This is a sure way to be able to craft your destiny just the way you want it, or to become a master of your own destiny. This is important to understand that you have to move from compulsive reaction to a conscious response.
So Anna, what are your first thoughts after watching this video on destiny? How do you feel about it?
It was interesting to hear him say that you can make your own destiny. It's not necessarily like written in the books already. You can kind of come up with it along as you go in your life.
Yeah, 100%. I think what he was saying there was definitely along those lines, and I think, let me ask you this, he was talking about karmic impressions. Did that make sense to you, or were you not sure what that meant?
No, I didn't really get it.
No worries, yeah, so I can quickly explain that to those of you all watching too that don't know what that means. Basically on a day-to-day basis, when we let's just say when you're studying, right, in the park bench, you hear all different things, whether it's a bird or maybe someone talking from the distance. And let's just say someone said something that was very rude to someone else, right? But you remember it. The reason you remember is because it created an impression on you. Versus, let's just say they said something really random, like the tree is green, but it's like so unimportant and you don't care about it, like you'll forget it. So there's no impression there. So basically, impressions are created when people say certain things to you, or you hear certain things. They're coming from your sensory places, right? And so anything that you basically remember or that forms memory is going to be a karmic impression. And basically what he says is that as long as you are getting tied up with these karmic impressions, meaning you're just constantly reacting, right, and you're not being conscious with what you're doing, then your destiny is not in your hands because you're at the mercy of whatever's happening around you. But if you can take a step back and you could just create that space between you and that, whatever, and then act consciously, then you can rewrite your destiny. Does that make more sense?
Yes, that makes more sense.
Okay, cool. What is your first impression of the guru that spoke?
I think he was interesting. Definitely had a lot of like philosophical things to say, which is, I guess, a little hard to understand at times since I'm not a philosophy major or a psychology major.
What is your major again?
I am a Russian major,
Okay.
so
Whole different language here.
yeah. And so it was interesting to hear, I guess, more about philosophy and how you should look out on life.
How do you feel about destiny after watching this? Do you think your views on destiny have changed? How you viewed it before versus now?
I think a little bit, yeah, because before I thought destiny was just something that, God kind of just created before you were born and it's meant to happen. But he was arguing that you can write it yourself, and so there is no set destiny. You can always create it yourself, and you can kind of create your own future based off of what you want to do.
That's a great perspective, Anna. I appreciate you for sharing this. Appreciate you for being here. And really just a quick takeaway for y'all is really just to realize that it's important to not just blame your kind of conditions or your situations on the outside. I mean, sometimes it is unfortunate in terms of where you're at, but for the most part, if you can do your inner work on yourself, whether it's even just working out, meditation, anything, studying, like you can't just blame, oh, it's destiny, so I didn't do well on the test, right? That's on you if you studied or not. So I think it's really important just to realize that you want to take things in your hands, and if you actually put the work in, you will reap the results. So thank you so much for taking this time, for watching. Thank you for being here again, Anna. If you have any other video reaction requests, topics, or guests that you want to see on the show, you can also comment down below. Also, let us know what you felt about destiny. Did your views change or are they the same? Let us know in the comments down below. With that, make a great day. Take this joyful and stay conscious. You did great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
That's it.